Hello, young humans. It's me, your old friend, Michael Chabon, and I'm here for story time. I want to say hi to Hazel and Pearl and Flora and Gemma. I'm so glad you have been listening to story time, and I think we have another fun one today. You remember Harry the Dirty Dog? Well, we're going to have another Harry story today, and this one is one I like even better than the first one. This was the next Harry adventure. It's called No Roses for Harry. And it's pretty funny, just like the first one. So here we go. Harry was a white dog with black spots. On his birthday, he got a present from Grandma. It was a woolen sweater with roses on it. Harry didn't like it the moment he saw it. He didn't like the roses. Let's see what you think. I don't know what Harry's problem is. I think that's a pretty nice sweater. I'd wear it. I mean, if it was for a person and not for a dog. I don't think I could fit in a dog sweater. But Harry does not like it one bit. When he tried it on, he felt cozy and snug, but he still didn't like the roses. He thought it was the silliest sweater he'd ever seen. And there he is. See, he's looking at himself in the mirror, and he's not liking what he sees, even though the sweater feels good. The next day, when Harry went downtown with the children, he wore his new sweater. When people saw it, they laughed. When dogs saw it, they barked. Harry made up his mind then and there to lose Grandma's present. Aww. There's the people all laughing at Harry. And the dogs are barking at him. They look like they're sort of dog laughing at him. And he's embarrassed. I think Harry's lucky that he got his birthday celebrated at all. We love our dog Agnes, but we don't celebrate her birthday. We don't give her a present, I don't think. Maybe once in a while. When they went into a big store to shop, the children took off his sweater and let him carry it. This was just what Harry wanted. They played right into his plans. See, it's too hot in the store. So they took off the sweater and they let him carry it. You can see the girl set down her purse. First, he tried to lose it in the pet department. And look, they're in the big department store. Like they used to have, we still have department stores, but they don't really have departments like they used to. And big department stores used to have pet departments and book departments and stamp departments and all kinds of departments. So here he is in the pet department of the department store. And he put the sweater up there on the table, didn't he? Now look at him, he's running away. But a man found it and gave it back. Darn it! Look what happened. This man's like, excuse me, children, you forgot your dog's sweater. And Harry's like, darn it. And the children, thank goodness. See what, can you guess what department the children were in? What department would you go to if you went to a big old-fashioned department store? The toy department, right? Look at that. Then he tried to lose it in the grocery department. I guess we have Target and stores like that nowadays that have all these departments. So anyway, there they are in the grocery department. And look what he did. He stuck it on that bottom shelf. And the little boy is saying, "Oh no, look." But a lady found it and gave it back. Here she comes running. He tried to lose it in the flower department. See? I can't even see it. Can you? He hit it pretty good this time, didn't he? Let's look really closely. Do you see the sweater? There it is. It fits right in, huh? Because what's on this bush in the flower department? Roses. It's like camouflage. And there's another little kid going, uh-oh. What happened? That little boy found it and gave it back. People are being so considerate, which is very nice of them, but it's ruining Harry's plans, isn't it? The children didn't let Harry carry it anymore. They caught wise, didn't they? They made him wear it. As they started home, Harry was beginning to think he'd never lose it. I skipped the picture. Here's a very sad Harry. When I used to hear this story when I was little, in addition to thinking that I kind of liked the sweater, I would also think about poor Grandma, and she worked very hard in making that sweater. When he got home, his friends were waiting to play with him, but Harry didn't feel like playing, so they left him alone. He's just so bummed out about this sweater he has to wear. Look at him. And his friend's like, "Come on, Harry, let's go play." But he doesn't feel like it. As he sat wondering what to do, Harry noticed a loose stitch in his sweater. A little piece of thread had come loose. He pulled at the wool just a little bit at first, then a bit more, and a little bit more. Harry didn't know it, but a bird was watching. Well, what is going on here? So here's Harry. And if you look really close, you can see. See that thread he found to pull? And meanwhile, birds have very sharp eyes. The bird sees what's going on, and birds are often looking for things to help them build their nests, including things like yarn and string. In a minute, Harry had pulled out quite a long piece of wool. The end of it lay on the grass behind him. Suddenly, the bird flew down. Look, here's it's unraveled. I like this picture because that's just what a piece of wool looks like when you unravel it from a sweater. It has that kind of wibbly wobbly quality to it. And here comes the bird coming down. And quick as a flash, she took the end of the wool in her beak and flew away with it. It all happened before Harry could even blink. See? There she goes. We can look at both pictures at once. The sweater began to disappear right before Harry's eyes. First one leg, then the neck, then the other leg, then the back, and finally the whole thing was just one long piece of wool flying off into the sky. The sweater was gone. Harry could hardly believe it. He barked and jumped with joy, then he ran out of the yard. Look at this. I'll show you all. They're all on the same page. See? The bird flies away. The sweater starts to unravel. That's what you call it when you pull apart something that's knitted. It's unraveling. And it's unraveling some more. And finally, it's all gone. And there's the bird carrying away the one long piece of yarn that made the whole sweater. And look at Harry. He's so happy he's leaping with all 4 paws off the ground. He ran down the street barking "thank you" to the bird over and over again. The bird and wool were just a tiny speck in the sky, but Harry kept following them. Look, he's so happy. He's chasing. Here we are on the street. Here's Harry. And there's the bird. Harry's barking, "Thank you, thank you." He came home thirsty and tired and was having a drink in the kitchen when the children ran in. "We got a letter from Grandma," one of them said. "She's coming to visit us," shouted the other. Harry thought of the sweater and his tail drooped. Before Grandma came, the family looked everywhere for the sweater. They wanted her to see how nice Harry looked in it. Of course, they couldn't find it. Only Harry knew why. You hear the kids coming and saying, "Yay, Grandma's coming, woohoo!" Harry's like, uh-oh. Look at his face. That's an uh-oh face. And here they all are searching, and this is a face that says, "I'm not going to say anything, but I know what happened here." That's a secret-keeping face. When Grandma arrived, Harry ran to her with his leash. Then he sat up and begged. "All right, Harry," said Grandma. "After I've had my lunch and a nap, we'll go for a walk." There's Grandma. See? The kids are so happy to see her. And there's Harry. And why do you think he ran and got the leash and is asking to be taken for a walk by Grandma? What do you think he might want to take Grandma to see? That afternoon, Harry and Grandma and the children started off on their walk. Harry barked happily and pulled toward the park. Park? Interesting, look. See that? Where do you think he's taking them? When they got to the park, Harry pulled harder. The children let him off his leash and he ran on ahead. He seemed to be looking for something. All at once, he stopped under a big tree. He looked up and began to bark and wag his tail. Grandma and the children came running. And there, see, they're in the park, and he ran up to the tree, and he's barking. What's he barking at? What does he want to show them? They got to the tree and looked up too. Suddenly, one of the children said, "I see a nest." "It's made of wool," said the other. "And it's the very same color as Harry's sweater," they said together. "It is Harry's sweater," exclaimed Grandma. Just then, a bird looked out of the nest. "Look, Grandma, look," shouted the children. "Harry gave his sweater to a bird." "I wonder how he did that," said Grandma. The bird sang, and Harry wagged his tail even harder. Look at that. It's so amazing. Not only did the bird make a nest out of that piece of yarn, but somehow it managed to knit it all back together into the very same pattern of roses that was on the sweater. That is a really talented bird. I couldn't do that, even with knitting needles. At Christmas, Harry got a present from Grandma. It was a new sweater. Harry liked this one very much. When he tried it on, he felt as cozy and snug as the bird in his nest. But best of all, it was white with black spots. Look at that. That is a sharp looking sweater. I'd like to have that one too. Do you see? It's just like Harry, but it's a sweater and he loves it. And that's the end of the story. That one's fun. I hope you enjoyed it. As speaking of things that people make for each other as gifts that you can wear, what do you think of this beautiful tie-dyed Henley shirt that my daughter Rose tie-dyed for me the other day? I think she did a great job, and it makes me happy when I wear it. Anyway, I loved reading this story to you. I'll see you again next time. And until I do, remember, stay safe, be kind, have fun. Bye.